Hey guys, this is Mr. Grice for Algebra 1, Chapter 4.4 Notes, Part 1. Excuse me, today we are talking about the slope of a line. Today you should be able to calculate slope by using the slope formula. So let's talk about slope. Slope is the vertical change divided by the horizontal change from one point to another, okay? And anytime we do that, we're talking about from left to right, just like when you're reading a book, okay? So another way that you're going to see that is rise or fall over run. So let's take a look at some points. So on your graph, I want you to draw this point right here, which is -1, 1. And the other point that we're going to use is right here, and that is 2, 1. Okay, so if you were to find this, doing this, we've got our little line and it kind of goes through the points that I wrote, but that's okay. We would want to know what the rise over the run is. So that right there is going to tell us what the slope is. So the way we would find that is by using the formula y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. Pretty much we take the difference of the y's and the difference of the x's, and then we find our slope. Okay? Let's go through some examples. So it says to find the slope of the line given the different points. So we're just going to remember our slope formula is y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. Now, the way we're going to do that is we want to put the y's on the top. So 2 minus 4. We're going to put the x's on the bottom. -2 minus 3. Okay? And so all we're going to do now, solve that. You get 2 minus 4 is -2. -2 minus 3 is -5. And that equals to 2 over 5. Okay? Now, if we graph those 2 points, got a -2, +2, and +3, +4. There's our line. Okay? Okay, let's do the same thing. So remember y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. So I'm going to put the subtraction signs right there so I don't forget them. Those go on top. 2, 3, -1, 4. So 2 minus 3 is -1. -1 minus 4 is -5. And that turns to 1/5. Oh, we forgot to circle the other one. Okay, so let's go ahead and graph that real quick. We got -1, +2, and +4, +3. And then there you can see the line. Now, both of those lines are positive, okay? Both of our answers, positive answers, okay? So lines with a positive slope, if you look at those, they are rising, okay? From left to right, it looks like we're going up, okay? Now, let's look at the other ones. We're doing the same thing, okay? Remember the formula, y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. So I'm going to just put the subtraction signs right there. 0 minus 3, 0, 3. Now on the top, click, click. That equals 3. 0 minus 3 is -3. And that reduces to -1. So that graph, 0, 0, 3, -3 is right there. Let's draw the line. All right, let's do the next one. Okay, there are the subtraction signs. So we got 2 and 1, and then 0 and 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. 0 minus 2 is negative 2. There's our slope. Let's graph the line. So 0, 2 is our first point, and then 2, 1. And there's our line, okay? Now, both of these lines, they have negative slopes. Okay, so if you have a negative slope, the graph is falling from left to right. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and flip it over. So remember that the slope is either the rise over the run or the fall over the run. Okay? So we're going to do the slope, and then we're going to decide if it's rising or falling. Okay? Remember to leave it as a reduced fraction and no decimals. Okay? Now, in case you forget the formula, y1 minus y2, x1 minus x2. All right, so I'm always just going to write those negative signs right there so we don't forget. We get 0, 6, negative 3, negative 1. So on the top, that's negative 6. On the bottom, we can do click, click, and we get negative 2. Divide that out, we get 3. That's a positive slope, so that means it's rising. Okay, let's do it again. All right, we put the y's on the top, so that's 1 minus 3. We can do a click, click there. On the bottom, we have negative 2 and 1. On the top, 1 plus 3 is 4. Negative 2 minus 1 gives us negative 3, so that's our slope. We can't reduce that. That's negative, so it means it's falling. All right, number 3. Put my subtraction signs down. Negative 3 minus 6. Negative 1, 5. On the top, we can do our click clicks. Negative 3 plus 6 is 3. Negative 1 minus 5 is negative 6. That can reduce to a negative 1 half. Okay? A negative 1 half, that's a negative slope, so that means it's falling. All right, number 4. The y's go on the top, so negative 1 and 4. X's go on the bottom, 0, 3. On the top, you're going to get negative 5. On the bottom, it's negative 3. That reduces, well, it doesn't reduce, but the two negatives actually make that a positive, so that's a rising slope. All right, number 5, I'll start it off for you. Why don't you guys pause the video and let's see how you do. Oh, and I forgot to pause the video. So there you go. All right, the negatives cancel out and you get 3 over 4. That's a positive slope, so it's rising. All right, number 6, all on your own. Pausing the video right now. Okay, did you see that 4 minus 5, negative 1, 0 minus 8 is negative 8. Negative 1 over negative 8 actually turns to a positive, so that is rising. All right, number 7 and 8, all on your own. Pause the video. Good luck, guys. Okay, and there we go. All right. Just remember when you got the two negatives, which happen in both 7 and 8, that those become a positive. Reduce the fraction, no decimals. All right, that's it for chapter 4.4 notes, the first day of slope for Algebra 1. If you have any questions, please come find Ms. Carranza or myself. We would love to help you out. Thanks for watching, guys.